Good morning, it's Wednesday, September 16th, and we're going to continue our discussion on the subject of will with a prompt from the Daily Stoic which reads, "Will I triumph over the disasters and panics of the day?" So I know that this isn't the direction that question was intending to take me, but when I read that prompt as it's worded, it immediately triggers one of my pet peeves and something that I'm working to eradicate from my own mannerisms. And now I guess I'm hung up on it. You see, a very common theme of Stoic teachings is that of temperance, everything in moderation. And while it may not be immediately obvious, I believe that also applies to our diction or our word choice. It's not about becoming a professional writer or orator, but rather avoiding injecting unnecessary charged emotion into our communications. You see, hyperbolic phrasing is an insidious little beast. It may seem innocent at first glance, but it plants a seed that grows over time and has the tendency to amplify our emotions. And while it works both directions, it's the abuse of negative exaggerations that can adversely alter the color of the lenses through which we see the world. It can also impact those with whom we're communicating. That's why phrases like these make me cringe whenever I hear them. "Oh my God, this was the worst day ever." Really? I mean, I'm sorry to hear that if so, but I'm guessing that it wasn't. Or, "I've never been so frustrated before in my life." Same logic is above. Or, "That workout was absolute torture." It probably wasn't really torture. Or, "I am literally starving." No, you're literally not. And wow, that was such a disaster. But was it really though? And what's interesting is that the prompt doesn't match the associated quotation in terms of diction. It's subtle, but it matters. The prompt, "Will I triumph over the disasters and panics of the day?" implies that disasters and panics are a regular occurrence in daily life. For the vast majority of people, we don't experience disasters regularly. Adversity, sure. But if we classify that as disaster, then we're adopting an increasingly pessimistic view of the world. We've overinflated the impact. But the original reference comes from Seneca, when he says, "Success comes to the lowly and to the poorly talented, but the special characteristic of a great person is to triumph over the disasters and panics of human life." That implies some one-off or outlying circumstances which seem much more reasonable. Now, is this example nitpicky? Absolutely. But I'm also the weirdo who will self-correct when I hear myself inadvertently use some hyperbolic phrase and say, "No, that actually wasn't the worst, but..." And I know that leading with exaggerated terms only exaggerates my emotions. So if I don't correct myself, everyone has free permission to go ahead and do it for me. Hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.